over a 4-year period. It took 17 months of actual sitting down and writing it. It was started on Lac Bernard. We were living in a cottage during the middle of the winter, and the ice that winter, it was 2003, the ice actually did freeze incredibly clear, and that was the inspiration, the beginning of the story. My first act opens with a poem, a little poem, a bit of a poem, and in dark remorse I rose in darker shame. Self-condemned I withdrew to an exile from my kind. A solitude I sought where mortal never came, hoping in its wilds forgetfulness to find. And that, Charlotte Bronte wrote that, and that's, it just fit perfectly with what's happening with Sarah, and in fact with my 3 main characters who are, at the point the book opens, they are stuck in their lives. They're just either through past tragedy or present, or through, in Nikki's case obviously, you know, she's had this tragedy, or in Sarah's case, she's had a huge life change, and they just don't know how to move out of this space that they're stuck. And this child that's found, she just, that was for me, the little girl in the beginning was very metaphorical. She wasn't really supposed to be investigated at all. Then she was this metaphor for these people coming out and having to confront their issues and move on and move into their life. And then so I'd written this wonderful, you know, metaphorical, poetic thing that I don't know what it was, but I felt like it was good. I thought I had something. I just didn't know what exactly I was doing with it. So Joan Moores is a retired teacher from the States, and she's on Lac Bernard. And because she reads a great deal, and she was a teacher, and she was a person sort of removed from my personal life, because nobody had read anything, I gave it to her. So she read it, and she said she was a total page turner. She read it, but she had some very concrete criticisms to give me. So it literally turned the book around. I had to pull out, I think, about 70,000 words and start again. And I know. Right. I mean, at that point you think, oh, give it up. Pretty sure you can do something else for a living. But I don't know why I stuck with it. I honestly don't. And I knew what she was saying. She said, the child is, you know, we want to know what happens with, like, how does this mystery resolve itself? And so I thought, well, now it's a mystery, so now it's totally different. So I had to, because it had a little bit of mystery, but mostly the mystery was within these people, you know, their personal journey, their evolution. And I see Phil Jenkins is back there, and he actually said to me at a party, he said, we write what we read, you know. I read mysteries, so no-brainer, you know, to write a mystery. So then I started again, and I kept big chunks of it, fortunately, because then what I found was I was able to weave all that stuff back in as subtext or in, you know, quiet dialogue or whatever. So that all worked out, and it did become a mystery. You get the gist of it by the way.